What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel for our match day 15. Our match day 15 predictions, and we're going over some of the big results from the last couple week match days, aren't we?
Yeah, apologies for not being here with you for the last 2 weeks. We've been on a bit of a road trip. We went up north and we went around a few football stadiums, Zach, didn't we? Can you remember what football stadiums we went to?
So we went to Newcastle, St James's Park. We went Goodison Park at Everton Stadium. Then we went Anfield. And
That's actually wrong. We went to Liverpool, then we went to Everton.
Yeah. and then we went to the Etihad.
Yeah. So, I mean, we're going to do, you may have seen on the shorts that we put a few things up there, but we are going to do a video in the next couple of weeks about our North road trip, haven't we? But
yeah,
just briefly, what did you think of your experience going away? Which was your favourite stadium? Need I ask?
The Etihad, 100%.
Yeah.
Of course it is. It isn't not going to be.
Cool. We haven't been with you for a few weeks. Like I said, we've been away. And there has been, we did keep a record of the scores. And without going over them and making this an hour session.
He does all of this. He's fixed this.
I'm going to tell you.
He's fixed this.
The scores.
He's fixed this.
On the doors.
He's fixed it.
Zach has currently got
fixed it.
65 points.
He's fixed it.
I have got 76 points. So Zach, being a mathematician, if I've got 65 points and you've got 76
11
points, I'm happy with that. I'm happy. So anyway, Zach, I've lost. That's better. Zach, apologies. My headphones went a bit funny. We're going to move on today to match 15.
Yeah.
First game is Nottingham Forest versus the mighty, or at the moment, not so mighty, Brentford. Give us a prediction, old pal.
Nottingham Forest 1, Brentford 1. I think a big loss here is no Ivan Toney. He's been... It's like a little sending off, but with yellow cards. He's had too many yellow cards this season, so he's had to...
5.
He's had to sit out a couple... How many games is it?
But he's had 5 red cards so far, so that gives him 5 yellow cards. So that gives him a ban, which I think is a big blow for us personally. This is a game. Last week we drew with Wolves.
Win this.
We had to win that game. We have to win this game against Forest. Forest have just spent loads of money. I think they've bought something like 20 players or something. I may have got wrong.
Probably more.
23, 26 players, something stupid. It's not quite gelled for them so far, but I personally think that they've got too much for us. And with Toney being out, we've got nobody in midfield that's dominant at the moment, with Norgard being out, with injury. I've put Forest down, regrettably, for a 2-1 win.
I was looking at the odds for this game, and they were saying Brentford should win this game, which I don't think's right, because...
Who said that?
Well, the odds on like Sky Sports and stuff have been saying that Brentford should probably win this game. They probably need to win this game, but Nottingham Forest also need to win it, and it's at Nottingham Forest's stadium, and I think they're just going to have too much for Brentford.
So you're going with 1-1?
1-1. What are you going?
And I'm going 2-1 to Forest, regrettably. Next game, Wolves versus Brighton.
Okay.
What have you put for that?
Before we do this, we have to talk about Brighton-Chelsea.
Okay. What have you got to say about that?
Wasn't it Brighton 5, Chelsea 1 or 4? One of the two. They just absolutely ran them off the park.
Do you know what? For me, that was like the 4-0 drumming that Brentford gave Man City.
United.
Yeah, sorry.
Let's just clear that up. It's Man United.
It's like the 4-0 drumming that Brentford gave United. I turned on and couldn't quite believe my eyes. And I think we was in the car or something, wasn't we?
Car.
And the goals were just going in.
Goal number 1, goal number 2, goal number 3.
Couldn't quite believe it.
Brighton struggled to put the ball in the net. I think the 2 own goals really helped.
And I like the reaction of the fans, because obviously the Brighton fans, Parker went to
Parker.
What's he called? The manager of Chelsea?
Potter.
Potter, sorry,
Magical,
Magical
isn't he?
Potter. Yeah, he obviously went to Chelsea, and all the Brighton fans were chanting, "You'll be sacked in the morning."
I'll tell you what, though. His magic spell didn't work this time, did it?
It didn't. Now's actually a good time to chirp in. You went and watched a local derby there this week, didn't you? And you put a few stories up there on the channel. Argyle were home to Exeter. What was that game like?
I am sure of this. The biggest Championship down derby in England.
Was it?
I'm pretty sure. They had 3 blocks, Exeter did. What a game. 4-2 in the end. Took the lead twice, Exeter did. But obviously there's only one team in Devon, so...
debatable. But it was a good result for Argyle.
Yeah.
And you come away with the 3 points, and you was a very, very happy chap when you got home at about 11:15 on a school night.
Yep.
Well done, the mighty Argyle. And if Brentford go down this year and Argyle go up, we could be going to Argyle. That's a good away
day, isn't it?
Well, it's not such a good away day, but
because we'll beat you.
So Wolves Brighton. What was the score prediction you're giving there then?
2-0 Brighton.
2-0 Brighton.
I think Wolves. Jimenez is injured, so they brought Costa in. Why they brought Costa in, I don't know. He gave someone a headbutt.
Hold on. I was going to say
he's sent off.
He's suspended, isn't he? So he's not even going to be playing.
He's sent off. And he gave like a Brentford player a headbutt, didn't he?
And Wolves have like been struggling to score goals this season. So
I'm about a striker. I don't think
you can ask where the goals are
going
to come from.
Good at the back this season, quite good at the back.
Yeah.
And if they are able to score the goal that they did against Chelsea, I think they should be fine this one.
Again, so what's the score prediction for that?
2-0.
2-0. I'm going 3-1 to Brighton. I think that...
How are Wolves going to score? Who's going to score?
To be honest with you, I forgot that Costa was suspended, so he was the guy that was going to put down for the goal. So I should change it to 3-0 Brighton.
But you can't.
But I can't, because I'm going with my gut instinct, and that was 3-1. So that's the score on the doors. Man City are home to Fulham, Brentford's arch rivals. What do you reckon the score is going to be there?
Well, I think this depends what the score is going to be. If Erling Haaland's playing, it could be 6-5. If he's not playing, it could be 2-3, maybe 1. I think...
What is the matter? What's his injury?
I don't know. But I think Pep said he's looking to have Haaland in the squad. If he starts, then he starts. But they'll put Alvarez on the bench. So just if he does get injured on the pitch, but they don't want to risk it too much.
No. I'm not being funny, mate, but that could be a game where it's like 1-0 Chelsea. And sorry, what's the matter with me? 1-0.
What are you saying today?
It could be 1-0 City. And they bring Haaland on in the 70th minute, and he scores a hat trick, and they win 4-0. Do you know what I mean? They're not going to play him. What's the matter with your eyes?
I don't know. I just close them.
All right. So what are you saying then? The score? Go on.
4-1 City.
4-1
regarding Erling Haaland starts.
I'm saying 3-1 City, and now is a good time to introduce to the world your new football shirt.
Yeah. So when we went up to City, we went to the Superstore. And I bought a Man City shirt.
Yeah.
With Ruben Diaz on the back.
Really? And I cannot believe this is a young adult shirt now, because he doesn't fit in kids' shirts anymore. It's a young adult. 75 quid. I think that we should do, at some stage, a podcast on the prices of the football shirts around the Premier League and compare the prices, because it's a ridiculous price, and share it with you guys there. So you're going to go with a City win. I am going with a City win as well, 3-1. Next game, Leeds versus Bournemouth. Now, Leeds beat Liverpool last week, which again was an amazing result for Leeds. Are they going to continue and at home to Bournemouth?
Yes, they are. And they're going to win 2-0.
2-0.
I think Bournemouth could score. And if they do score, I think it'll be 2-1. I think if we get onto it later, Spurs, when they played Bournemouth, they were playing, and Bournemouth took a 2-0 lead. And Spurs scored 3 in the 70th minute later on. That can't be happening. Can't let 3 in 20 minutes. Can't be happening.
Right.
They got to maybe score a couple goals early, not let Leeds score if they want to do that, which is hard. But I think before the game against Liverpool, wasn't all the Leeds fans shouting to Jesse March getting sacked in the morning?
Yeah. So go on, score prediction again. Sorry,
2-0.
I'm going to say
2-0 Leeds.
I think Bournemouth are going to score a goal, 2-1. I think Bournemouth might score first, actually.
Yeah, they might.
But I think Leeds will come from behind and win 2-1. So I think it's going to be a good game, that one.
Next game is Everton facing Leicester. What's your take on that one?
That is going to be, for me, one of the games of the week, personally. It's going to be an end-to-end game. I think that Everton have got a little bit more in the bag than what Leicester have. I think it's going to be Everton 2, Leicester 1, and I think he'll be gone in the morning. That's my prediction. I think it's only a matter of time before Leicester get rid of the manager, and I think now's the time for them to get rid of him. I think now's the time for Everton to get Leicester to get rid of their manager just before the World Cup. So I'm going 2-1 Everton. What about you?
I am going 1-0.
And for why?
Because Man City played Leicester last match day, and De Bruyne, you see his free kick goal?
No.
Oh, it's lovely. That's the only reason they lost that game. It's because they gave away a foul, free kick.
Right.
No one's getting to that. You could put 5 keepers in goal. Not one of them's getting to that. It was right in the top corner with a bit of dip. No one's getting to it.
But, I mean, you could look at that two ways, couldn't you? That Leicester gave it a right good run for the money. They played their socks off and they still lost, which will reduce the morale. Or they could say, well, they had a cracking game and it's made us feel better. So there's two ways.
They still didn't score.
No. But I'm going to go, like I say, Everton. What are we on?
Leicester.
Everton 2, Leicester 1. Next game is possibly the biggest game of the week. Chelsea versus Arsenal. What's your score on that?
I think Arsenal are going to have to start dropping some points.
What's the matter with your eyes?
Nothing.
You're like one of those robots. Who was it? Katy Perry the other day. Who was a robot and she was on stage and she had to tap her face like that. Did you see that?
No.
Yeah, she was like that. She was on stage singing, and her eye went all funny, and she had to tap her head, and her eye. And there's a conspiracy theory that she's actually a robot. I think it's Katy Perry. So look, what's the matter with your eyes? Are you mutating into a Manchester City robot?
No, I'm not mutating into Haaland, may I add.
Right. Okay. Anyway, carry on. What's your score prediction for Chelsea Arsenal?
2-1 Chelsea.
2-1 Chelsea.
Arsenal got to start dropping some points. I think Chelsea can only bounce back from that loss at was it at Stamford Bridge?
Are you? Is this what you're hoping, or is this what you're thinking?
This is what I'm hoping.
Being a City fan
and thinking.
All right. Well, I'm going to go Chelsea 2, Arsenal 3. I think it's going to be a big scoring game.
I think Saka's out injured though.
He is, and that's going to be a big blow for the World Cup. I mean, how long is he out for?
Ben Chilwell's gone as well. Phillips, we're asking questions about. It's big. England's going to be playing their under-21s.
So,
Gareth Southgate will do that anyway, but...
Chelsea 2, Arsenal 3 for me. And you're saying again, sorry?
I'm saying 2-1 Chelsea.
Another big game. Villa are playing home to the Manchester United. Gerrard has gone since we last spoke. Rumours are today that he's supposed to be going back to Rangers. Have you heard those rumours?
Yeah, I have.
What do you think of that? Do you think he'll go back to Rangers?
Yeah, because Rangers aren't playing well at the minute, are they?
No. So, but going back to Rangers, I think that's a bad move. I don't think the fans will accept him back, personally. I'm going for a 2-0 win to United, away to Villa. What do you think?
I'm going 2-1. I think Villa are going to score early and then United will equalise and then they'll score again.
Just out of interest, can you remember that bloke that Manchester United got off Brentford? I can't quite remember what his name was. Can you remember his name? Eriksen. That's the guy. So I clearly forget his name because he was at Brentford and apparently he was the guy that stopped us going down, even though he only scored 1 goal for Brentford in his time there. Just a question for you. How many goals has he scored for Manchester United as a midfielder this year?
I don't know.
I do. 0. Hell of a player. Hell of a player. So what are you saying then? Villa United?
1 goal to Villa, 2 for Manchester United.
Southampton, Newcastle. Newcastle, I think they've won about 4 or 5 games in a row
Top
now.
4 now. I think it's
Top
time.
4.
I think it's time to respect them.
Yes.
Here's a stat that I actually found out. You know,
Statman John.
You know, everyone thinks City buy the league and stuff.
Which they do.
Well, they got 803 million in the past since 2012. United have spent 1.1 billion.
Yeah, your point.
And City have won 5 Premier Leagues in that time. United have won Europa League, an FA Cup, and a Carabao Cup.
So you're saying then that it's Man United that's the money.
Man United have bought more than City.
Right. Okay. Interesting fact there. So anyway, moving back, Southampton, Newcastle. What's the scores on the George Dawes?
3-1 Newcastle.
I agree.
I think Newcastle, it's time to respect them.
Aight, much respect. Aight.
Because they're going to be a top 4 club this season, a top 6 club. And they could finish above Liverpool. They could probably finish above.
There's a shout.
Liverpool top 4 this season.
Do you reckon?
No.
No, I don't know. I think that they but then Liverpool could win every game now to the remainder of the season and sneak into 4th place. And can I just remember while we've been away, Manchester City played Liverpool. Can you remember what the score is, Zachary?
1-0 Liverpool.
What did you think of that game?
I think City's goal should have been allowed for this
up.
one reason why. It was happening the whole game and the ref was giving it. Because it's a goal, it's been disallowed.
But on the lead up to the goal, and this hasn't been debated in the press, and I picked it up. Salah was running towards the City goalkeeper, who I can't remember what his name is.
Ederson, best goalie in the league at the minute.
Had a shot, and a remarkable save was done by the City goalkeeper, where he turned it round the post, right? And it was given a corner. Now, sorry, a goal kick. Now, so if you look at that, what should have happened, it should have been a corner. Yeah?
Yeah.
Now, if that was the case, City wouldn't have run up the pitch and scored the other goal.
Would they? Counter-attacks.
So I think that Liverpool, on the day, it could have been or it couldn't have been a goal because he could have been pulled down or he couldn't. It was on days it's given, on days it's not given. But I think justice was served because a fantastic save was done by the City goalkeeper and it should have gone out for a corner and not for a goal kick.
The defending though by Cancelo to get Salah 1-on-1. It's game over when Salah's running 1-on-1. Ederson's the best goalie in the world at 1-on-1s. But Salah's just so good. He's so quick. We're talking he's away from them in 5 seconds. Gone.
As a neutral, I mean, I know you didn't like the result from it, but as a neutral, I thought that it was a very good game. It was end-to-end stuff. Anybody could have won that game, in all fairness. But I personally think that it was possibly a fair result. But anyway, moving straight back here, where was we? We were Southampton, Newcastle, wasn't we? That's what we was talking.
Yeah.
What did you predict the score again? Sorry,
3-1, and we both predicted 3-1.
And I predicted 3-1 as well. West Ham versus Crystal Palace, another
this is
good
going to
game.
be a good game. And I think West Ham are going to come out on top. West Ham 2, Palace 1.
And I've said exactly the same score, but the other way around. West Ham 1, Crystal Palace 2. Who do you predict to score the goals in this game?
The hard one here. It's hard. I don't know. Skamaka, maybe.
I don't really know. I don't really know any of the players. I'm not
Except for Benrahma.
No, Benrahma. And to be fair, he's overrated, to be honest with you, Benrahma.
He wouldn't have Brentford, though.
No, I never really rated him much like that, West Ham 1, Crystal Palace 2. That's what I'm predicting. Now, possibly the biggest game of the week. Spurs versus Liverpool. What's the score going to be, Zach?
2-1, Liverpool.
Ooh, that is a shout. Spurs haven't been doing that great.
Spurs are playing
recently.
Boring. Absolutely boring. I mean, they're not Marseille out of Europe, didn't they? But Liverpool, I think, going away here, I think they've got a chance. The fact that they nearly lost to Bournemouth They nearly lost to Bournemouth, Spurs, Liverpool.
Whoa.
Lost some.
Well, let's go back here. You say that Liverpool, they lost to who did they lose
Leeds?
to? No. But let's go back. They lost 1-0 to Forest.
Yeah.
Then they went away in the European Cup and beat Rangers
7-1.
Something stupid. Then everybody was like, "Oh, that's it. That brilliant." They went away to Leeds, didn't they?
Yeah.
And
everyone's saying every game, right? Liverpool beat Napoli. Salah scores. Salah's back. Salah's best in the world.
Yeah. It's not. It's the defense though, isn't it? I mean, they're having to play Milner on the right back because they just
Tell you
haven't
what,
got the
though,
depth.
Joe Gomez has been like, he played a blinder against City. He's been playing rubbish for the couple of weeks.
I watched a thing there the other day, and they were talking to Van Dijk. I think it was Gary Neville. Is it Gary Neville who's the commentator, or is it Philip Neville? I always get the two confused.
Gary Neville.
Gary Neville was talking to Van Dijk, and he said, "Who would old Carragher get in the Liverpool squad now? Do you think Jamie Carragher would get in the Liverpool squad now? Looking at the two centre backs that Liverpool have got, Van Dijk and is it Canute? Is he?
Canute.
Would he get a place in the Liverpool squad right now?
No, because it's a different game to what it was.
Yeah. And
it's changed completely.
It was quite, one of the best defenders Liverpool's ever had in years wouldn't currently get in the Liverpool squad. And whatever you say about Liverpool, whatever you say about them, I just think that they're a team that now could bang out 10 wins in a row and get in the top 4. I mean, I know they're like 17 points from the top, but they could still bang out. And you think, they played City the other day.
Is top 4 what Liverpool expected at the start of the season?
No, it's not. But they've had a crap season, and Jurgen Klopp will put his hands up and say that they've had a crap get. But they need to start getting points, and the axe is ready to.
I think if Spurs win this, Klopp's gone.
I can't see that. I can't. But Liverpool need to win this, and I think that it's on days when they need to do stuff, they get the result. I know it's not at Anfield. Is that an advantage? I don't know. But they're playing Spurs away. I'm going 2-1. What are you going?
I'm going 2-1.
2-1. So there we are, guys. That's
it.
Match day 15, our Premier League predictions. We are going to be on here soon, and we're going to do a little video we're going to put together, Tour of the North. So that'll be here within the next week. Possibly 2 weeks.
Can I tell you something here?
Go on, tell us.
Bournemouth.
Why are we whispering?
I don't know.
Go on, tell us.
Because Bournemouth
got
12,000 in their game against Spurs.
Right.
Argyle average about 14,000.
Yeah. Didn't they get 16,000?
Yeah, Argyle averaged 14,000. Bournemouth averaged 12,000.
So what you're saying? Shit fans.
Yeah.
Anyway, guys, if you've enjoyed this video, please consider liking and subscribing this, and tell your friends. Let's get the viewing figures up there.
If you haven't still like and subscribe so we can buy at Man United.
Yeah, we need to buy at Man United in 10 years' time. Get in the comments and put down what your game of the week is and your score prediction. Put down your scores. And Zach, just out of interest, this week, this match day, what is your game of the week going to be? So we can put it up on the thumbnail at the beginning. What's your game of the week?
Arsenal Chelsea, because I think Spurs Liverpool isn't as good.
Cool. Anyway, guys, peace out. Look after yourselves. Stay safe. Stay classy. Any last words, Zach?
See ya.
Cheers and gone.